What is good, everybody? Welcome back to Mail Call Monday. Hopefully, everybody has had a great holiday going on. We've got two great packages here for you guys today. We got some excellent Ultimate Fallout 4 facsimile reprints that I cannot wait to get into. And we got a great Whatnot win from the old Uncle McSkefferson. And I can't wait. Tune in, buckle up, hang out. It's going to be a blast tonight. Yes, welcome back, everybody. Speaking of Uncle Skeff, we are checking out his live Whatnot auction going on right now for Key Week that's going on Whatnot. They've got an amazing giveaway going on there, and he's going to spin spiel, and he's going to spin the wheel at the end. We actually picked up a couple of copies of Wind at the beginning of this, so I'm excited for that. So I'm actually going to be watching that while we talk tonight and while we go over Mail Call Money. Thanks for everybody for being here. We got Zuni is in the house, but first, before Zuni, we had Paul Dunn saying dab. Hashtag dab, or not hashtag, but backslash dab. That kind of dab, I guess. All right, Zuni, little fist bump action for Zuni on a Monday. How's it going? Thanks for being here. JP's Budget Collect. Andy has two great packages. Yeah, just a little bit here. Shadow, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Stoutman, and Michael. What is up, you guys? Hopefully, Monday didn't mess with you guys too much. Bit of a holiday, but still some people take holidays and end up working even harder at home instead of what they've got going on at work. You know what I mean? Andy on the big screen and Skeffy on the phones. Yes, you know it. He's got some good stuff that I don't want to miss out tonight, so I'm making sure to catch that. Mark Knapp, thanks for being here. Good to see you, man. Missed you all, Stoutman. Stoutman says, absolutely. Thanks for being here. Before we get into the Ultimate Fallout variants, I do want to get into Uncle Skeff's package really quick, because this I think was a great spec buy. Was a great, actually, for what it went for, I was actually really surprised. But you guys will see in just a second here as we get into this. We aren't going to wait too long, but there's the mailer, and you know what? By golly gee, Monday's going to Monday, and by golly gee, where the hell do I come up with that? By all means, before we start it out, let's check out my favorite segment of every week. What is it? Let's check out Andy's package.
For you.
Hey, come on, Mama. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for being here and hanging out tonight. Great to see you. Absolutely. Yes, we have a package for you. So, Whatnot Comics win from Uncle Skeff over on the Whatnot app. He's live right now. This was an auction or two ago of his. And I was shocked that this was going for as low as it was and wanted to make sure I grabbed one of these because I just feel like this title is... The pricing on these books is higher than where I'd like it to be, but this one I got for what I'll say, or what I'll consider is a reasonable price, like $20, I think, like that. Because this series is, I don't want to call it slept on. People definitely know about it. The print runs seem pretty high, but I'll be damned if I don't see very many of these for sale for reasonable prices. Most of these, I think, all went out to get graded. So we'll see. Right there's the slip. War of the Realms, New Agents of Atlas #2. Actually, I got that for $15 from Uncle Skeff. Holy smokes. And my favorite part was we got ourselves a little Skeff's Comic Knowledge sticker. I was pretty excited when he showed that he got those made up. So that was really neat. So that's setting that aside. And that means we've got a Gemini mailer that we can yeeteth the hell over there. And I think he had a little bit of a contest going on. Not contest, but it was one of those pick a number things or situations. We won a little freebie to the Century #4. So that was very cool. Cosmic Ghost Rider versus apparently the barcode down here, because somehow that's what they did that for. Either way. But the Century #4 was a little freebie he threw in there. That was cool. The Dojo Action. Dank Comics, thanks for being here. Good to see you, man. If you guys don't know Dank Comics, you need to check out his Instagram and his YouTube channel and all the great content he puts out. That's hilarious stuff. and some seriously good stuff too. Absolutely. Check out Dank Comics. You guys really should. You guys really should. Speaking of that, tomorrow night, Comic News Weekly on the Simpleman's Comics channel. We'll be over there, and if Dank's available, he'll be there as well. Looking forward to that tomorrow night. But yeah, we won a copy of Century number 4. I can't remember how he had that on the giveaway exactly. Maybe it was on the wheel at the end. Either way. And then digging into the actual book 1, the series just continues to kind of have this slow, quiet build where when it came out, a lot of people in the community recognized that there's lots of first appearances, potential for an emerging market, and I wish I would have bought a lot more, many more copies than what I did, and I actually sold some off in a Whatnot auction, and I kind of regretted it and wanted to get a couple more because I wanted to send some out for grading. And there it is, New Agents of Atlas number 2. Number 1, the bigger book, but number 2 follows along with number 1 right there. And I have a number 1 first print and a number 1 either second or third print available. And I wanted a number 2 to go with it to send it into CGC. So we grabbed that from Uncle Skeff on his last Whatnot auction for $15. And he listed it in a very fine plus condition, but looking at that at first glance, it's definitely better than that. I think he's pretty harsh on his grades. And he is breaking records right now. Uncle Skeff has a CBCS 9.9 live right now, which means he hit that 100 viewer mark that they were trying to go for on Whatnot. Because if he hit 100 viewers, he's going to put up a CBCS 9.9. That is live right now. That is a We Live number 1 4th print, I believe. 9.9 from CBCS live on Whatnot with 117 people watching. So congratulations, Skeff. Congratulations to whoever's going to win that book. We're going to leave that going live, and we're going to continue rolling on. So, yes, that was very cool. A Century number 4, and then the New Agents of Atlas number 2. And that's going to get added to the CDC grading pile, actually. And I just got an alert today to send off another chunk of books to cleaning and pressing. So those will be going out tomorrow. I'm pretty excited about that. But really excited, too, for the little Skeff's Comic Knowledge sticker included right there. That was awesome. Here we go. This is going to be quick. This is going to be an easy hangout tonight. Milk Money, it's a holiday. Everybody's killing on their holidays and having a good time. And Uncle Skeff, he is killing it. Yes, there it is, Zuni. Thanks for sharing it. That is Dank Comics YouTube channel link. Go ahead and head over there and subscribe to him, show him some support. You're going to enjoy the content over there. It's a really good time. Daywalker 1969. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you, man. It is hot down here. The Comic Dojo is hot. When the temperatures outside settle down and the AC doesn't kick on, it gets kind of hot down here in the dojo. And it gets really hot down here in the dojo for a spec play stack of books that I picked up that I can't wait to share with you guys. Let's do this right, because I can't get enough of this. This is the next part of my favorite segment of every week. Check out Andy's package.
For you.
And I have a package I'm going to Vanna White for y'all right now. So this is a really cool pickup that I'm surprised did not sell out a lot faster. Eventually, when word got around, it did sell out. But Wonder World Comics and Sailfish Comics, if I remember correctly, teamed up and did this variant reprint that I'm pretty excited about. And I'll tell you guys why here as we get into this Gemini mailer, open it up. There are several copies of this book because I thought this was a shoe-in, and I thought this would be great to send off to grading. And I'm hoping that every single copy comes back in a 9.8 because I would love to be able to give one of these away in a 9.8. And let's see, set this aside. We've got a nice little letter here from Wonder World Comics saying, thank you for your online order. Thank you, Dennis. Wonder World Comics, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for these books. Thank you for the opportunity because I know that they split the order. For those of you guys that don't know, it's a Marvel book, right? Minimum for Marvel and DC is like 3,000. So they split they split the order with Sailfish Comics, if I remember that name correctly, and we'll get these right out here. Yeet this Gemini mailer right off to the side, and I'm excited for this because I did not get an opportunity to pick up the original of this book beforehand. Are you guys ready for this? Let me pull this chat again real quick. Uncle Skeff is still killing it. Zuni, thanks for the link. Just subbed up. Good stuff, Mark. You're going to enjoy Dank's content over there. But we've got the facsimile reprint of the Djurdjevic 1 in 25 Ultimate Fallout number 4. Why was this a book I felt like making a spec play on when I'm not a big Spider-Man collector? Well, when it boils down to it, just because it's not what I'm interested in collecting doesn't mean it's not what you guys are interested in as far as not only content, but giveaways, right? So Wonder World Comics had these going, and Sailfish Comics had these going as well. So I went over to Dennis's website. I promptly ordered 4 copies of this. I want to send them all to CGC, and hopefully I'll come back 9/8. And I felt like this would be a good giveaway. The book originally is absolutely gorgeous. Come on, Mommy, you are correct. Let me set this over here for the moment. It is absolutely gorgeous. Like, you had the AF4 cover A reprint as well that was out, that was heavily ordered. Well, I mean, there's only 3,000 copies of this. Who knows what happens with damage, but it's not going to be a $20,000 or $30,000 comic like the original 1 in 25. But for the original sale price of $50, I felt like this book has room. It has legs. It has legs to grow. These things get graded and come back in a high grade, high 9.8. Felt like that was kind of a no-brainer of a spec play for a book that's limited to 3,000 copies, and it's the original art with the trade dress removed, and it's just the Djurdjevic art. It's pretty stunning looking book, right? Everybody agreed that the original was gorgeous, and now here's the reprint without the trade. And for $50, I went and played a little bit of a gamble and picked up 4 copies, figuring I could give some away. So I definitely want to get these graded, because when you think about it, grading fees, pressing and cleaning, sure, these books might not need to be pressed and cleaned, but these books will definitely at least get looked at by a pro to start, to make sure that they don't need to be pressed and cleaned, or if they need a quick once over, they'll get the quick once over, because that's leaving money on the table if they don't get looked at, right? Because if they come back 9.6s and you didn't get them pressed and cleaned, well, maybe I should have spent that money to get pressed and cleaned. Because like I said, just because I'm not a major Spider-Man fan or Spider-Man collector and fan doesn't mean that other people out there are not. And I felt like I had the opportunity to pick up a handful of these that I might keep one and I might give some away once they come back from grading. If the grading juju sticks, what do you guys think? If the grading juju sticks and this next batch comes back in under a month again, something's up. Tides are turning. The leaves are turning. The seasons are changing. Whatever's going on. But the next batch of books is going to go out tomorrow. That is going to be a solid Something is Killing the Children batch of books. Maybe after that, I should do like a Spider-Man Punisher grouping of books as well to include these. Because holy moly, I don't know what comic karma or what lottery was one where my books would get done my 2 batches get done in under a month, and other people are still waiting 5 or 6 months. I feel terrible that that's happening, and I don't know why that's happening. I don't know anybody at CGC. I don't live anywhere near there. I don't know what happened, but I feel extremely lucky that those were to come back so soon. So if that happens again, that's just going to be helpful with anybody else, because when we kind of talked about the Slavaganza giveaway coming up here on the 18th and setting up and staging for that, I feel like the amount of energy and the resources that it takes to do that massive, large of a giveaway in one shot it's a bit taxing. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's a bit taxing. And the fact that it's that taxing means that it's hard to coordinate and organize that, and it takes quite a long while, right? So because it takes that long a while, I wanted to find a way to do more giveaways more often that are affordable, but I want to use speculation to find books like this for $50 for a copy, pressing, cleaning fees, $12-ish to $15, maybe even $20, depending on who you use. So let's call it a $70 book. Then the grading fees, right? 30-ish bucks, fast track it. Let's call that $110 9.8. Raw copies of that book I'm seeing being posted on eBay for $100 already now. So that means like I wanted to use speculation to find some stuff to help give away to the community. And I feel like this is one of those books where it might work out. And you know what? At the end of the day, even if the book doesn't work out and it's still not super valuable, somebody's receiving a free copy of a book at the end of the day that they might really enjoy. Like I said, just because I'm not a big Spider-Man fan doesn't mean I shouldn't be buying Spider-Man stuff to add to giveaways and things of that nature. So that's really kind of why I went after that book and thought it was going to be a good spec play. Azorus Tiger, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. They like my beard. It must be some beard action going on. Because, dude, I hope you got a chance to look at the last two condensed, clipped down, like 10, 15-minute versions. That first one in over a year was 27 business days. That was it. It was 3 books, CPR'd, Fast Track, Modern, 27 business days. And we wholeheartedly prepared that selection of books to not be back until sometime like the end of October or November in preparation for December for the Book of Boba Fett. And then for the next batch of books to be done in 21 business days. That was outstanding. Outstanding. And that had the Saga Comic-Con India variant, which is actually, I got a whole stack of slabs behind me that I got to organize. So that's the 2 packages for Mail Call Money. And I'm going to go ahead and recap those packages here in a little bit. But sometimes Mail Call Monday is less about the packages and more about the community and more about bonding and talking about the community, what's going on. Speaking of that, Uncle Skeff is still rocking it live on the Whatnot app with 110 live viewers on Whatnot. That is epic. Some other epic news that I saw today was Comic Tom is now selling on Whatnot as well. So that's a very welcome addition to the Whatnot community, where more and more people from the comic community out there. We'll see what Comic Tom brings to the table as far as books. You know what I mean? Is he going to follow the suit that everybody else is doing for dollar starts, or is he going to bring some major fire that he's got to actually price a little bit differently? I'm excited to see how Comic Tom does that and see what he brings to the table there and whatnot. You want to know why I'm also really excited? Is maybe there'll be one of those nights where he's going live and I've got something scheduled and we can tag team Whatnot together and bounce people back and forth. And I get to meet a bunch of new people that know Comic Tom that don't know me, and a bunch of my friends that know me that don't know Tom could meet him. That cross-platform knowledge and cross-platform introduction is really priceless. Honestly, you get to meet so many other people that help build the community and whatnot. So I'm rambling, and while I'm rambling, it is hot down here. You guys are going to laugh at me because I'm going to take a quick swig of one of those bubbly water beverages. Holy moly. Yeah, there's no AC going right now. It is not warm enough outside to run the AC, which means down in the dojo here, the air is hot. But yeah, hashtag Mutant Monday. Absolutely. I do need to get better about sharing actual comic books on IG, which is what I started doing IG for. And it's one of those things where with the holiday, not season, but the holiday today going on, everybody knows you get some time off of work and you end up working even harder at home. John's Comics with Kids, loving the TikTok, bro. John's Comics with Kids and a lot of you other guys are going to get me over to TikTok at some point too, because it's just super easy to record a quick video with a phone and do a little bit of editing on your phone. And I got to check that out. Paul Dunn saying, hey, yo, man, we saw you at the beginning and you're back now. So now that Paul's here in the house and we're about 18, 19 minutes in, let's do a quick recap. Uncle Skeff is still killing it live on the Whatnot app with 112 viewers right now. TikTok sensation. So we're going to get back into these books to check out right now because we just opened 2 quick, easy packages. One was from our homie, Skeff's Comic Knowledge. We got a sweet little a couple of stickers from Uncle Skeff there. And that was a Whatnot win that he had a Whatnot auction going on. So I can't remember exactly. There's a little pink tag on the back telling me that there was a giveaway for going on for anybody that bought a book, won a free book as well. And the free book that we won to that time was the Century #4. Apparently it's Ghost Rider versus the Barcode down there. Thanks, Marvel, for that love right there, because Ghost Rider definitely is going to kick ass against a Barcode. What is Marvel thinking with that? You know what I mean? Speaking of that, that's John. That's why I was talking to John about TikTok. I think TikTok would be perfect for those random, the hell was Marvel thinking kind of situations like that. Or why run into stuff like that? That's why I feel like I could post a TikTok. But what we won from Uncle Skeff was New Ages of Atlas, War of the Realms #2 there for $15. These first 2 issues just continue to keep picking up steam. Because everybody recognizes this chance that the first appearances are not chance at, but the first appearances are going on in that book, and then the chance at the emerging market that could potentially propel these books into, it's what speculation is about. It's a flip of a coin. Is it going to pass? Is it going to fail? I feel like New Agents of Atlas, War of the Realms, the issues 1 and 2 is going to be a pass. I feel like I don't know where to put that plateau of that book or what to put that value of that book at eventually in the future, but it's definitely going to be well over cover price. People are already valuing that well over cover price, even with the strong print run that it saw. I remember that being a sticking point when the first book dropped, or the book first dropped, and people were talking about it on final order cutoff, and about whether or not to pre-order the book. People were like, it's going to be printed massively, don't buy it, there's going to be way too high in numbers. And I think, print number aside, the book, people still out in the community still see more value in the book than versus the print run situation, because if you go looking online to buy that book, it's just not a book that you can buy large quantities of for $5, $10, or $15. It's issue 1 and then issue 2 trailing that are going to be at a much higher price point than what I thought they were going to be. So when Skeff put that up for Whatnot at $1 start, I won it for $15, and I felt pretty happy for that $15 price tag for that book. If it comes back from CGC and a 9.6, it'll be a long-term hold for me, right? Modern books, everybody chases a 9.8 in a modern book, but that series, I feel like, has more long-term legs than most moderns. In fact, probably about 60% of most moderns, with all the first appearances going on in issue 1, and then issue 2, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, wasn't issue 2 the first appearance of Swordmaster? My memory is terrible, but I think issue 2 had at least one first appearance. Dank, I'm with Dank. Is a great $15 buy. I'm rambling and I haven't been paying attention to the chat, but Comics Talk Weekly, thanks for being here. Good to see you, man. I appreciate you being here tonight and hanging out. Holy shit, 21 people watching and hanging out. I appreciate all of you guys. I thought it was going to be a very quiet Monday, so I just wanted to do 2 quick packages on what essentially is a holiday late night. Most people are out doing a bunch of stuff, or they're done for the night, getting ready for tomorrow. Special place in my heart for Century. I don't know enough about Century, so I'm glad that I received that issue from Skeff so I could check it out. Cap needs some type of slang. Yes, you are correct. That I do recall that being printed in a book out of, was it the Golden Age or the Silver Age? I think it was the Golden Age. There you are, Paul Dunn. Gotta love the Golden Age. Slim Comics and More, thanks for being here, man. If you guys don't know Slim Comics and More, please check out his content. Subscribe to his YouTube channel and support him as well. Great $15 buy, Dank. I agree with you. I haven't even finished reading the New Agents of Atlas storyline, and I don't think it's necessarily in my bag of tricks, so to speak, but it's just spec value-wise or spec-wise, it's just one of those things that I wish I would have bought more of at the very beginning. I think I bought maybe 4 copies of issue 1, and then 4 copies of all of the extra printings, and then like 4 copies of issue 2. I've already sold a set on Skeff's YouTube auction several months ago. I sold a set on Whatnot. I think I gave another set to a friend or traded or something like that. I've got like 1 set left, and I feel kind of empty on that. And I'm like, man, that was a play that I should have went harder on, to be honest with you. Paul Dunn, it is definitely Monday, man. Holy moly. Shang-Chi had a 9-tailed fox. That's White Fox being seated. The Contest of Champions #1 Dollar Bin book. Ooh, good call, man. Good call. Very good call, actually. I have not seen the Shang-Chi movie. In fact, we're talking about potentially going and watching it tomorrow night. If it doesn't work out for us tomorrow night, we'll watch it maybe this weekend. We'll see what happens. I do know that we went to the movie theater just the other day for my mini-me's first ever movie. And for those of you that are parents, you guys, I don't know about anybody else that's out there that has kids, but I felt like that was an incredibly big moment in my son's life to go to his very first movie experience, and he got to see the Paw Patrol. And boy, was I sweating, and boy, was I worried for that situation, because when you're taking a 5-year-old to a movie who spent the last 3 years spitting, throwing things, just tantrums, just very unpredictable human, mini human that's so unpredictable, you don't know what to do when you take them out to public, like going out to dinner, going out to the shopping, or all these other things. You can drop what you're doing and leave, and like, nope, that's not it, man. It's not how you act out in public. But you go to a movie theater, That's a tricky game, right? So this is the first time ever, and we went to see the Paw Patrol movie, and I was pleasantly surprised at how good the animation and everything was with the Paw Patrol movie. And I actually sat and watched about half of the Paw Patrol movie myself. My son sat there the entire time and barely squirmed and moved around for the movie and watched the whole movie. I was so proud of him. I took pictures and everything. Proud dad moment. My mini me loved that movie, which means that's the indoctrination to the movie experience. So I can't wait for Star Wars movies, from other Marvel movies. You know, as he gets older, I am so excited for that movie experience. It's a great movie. Shang-Chi is Shadow's talking about. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Second end credits. Ooh, Paul Dunn. Yeah, never leave a Marvel movie until it's completely over. First movie I saw in theaters was Hamlet with Mel Gibson, and it gave me a very particular impression of what films were. Very cool. I think the very first. No, I know what the very first movie I ever saw was the original OG 101 Dalmatians. When I was a kid, my father took me to see that. Paul Dunn's first movie apparently was TMNT. Very cool. I do recall seeing that in theaters with neighborhood friends, which was a blast, which is why I had the connection to Vanilla Ice and those songs in the way I do. Holy moly, because we're going to go Ninja, go Ninja, go. First film ever was Jazz Singer. Interesting. Very cool. But yes, we're going to continue this recap and probably close out the show 21, but don't leave just yet. Stick around for a couple of important announcements. So like we said, that was that first package from Uncle Skeff. I was really kind of tickled pink with picking up that book for $15. I felt like it was very worth that, even if it's not necessarily a 9.8 candidate, even if it's 9.6 for $15 after pressing, cleaning, and grading fees. I feel like that I'm at that break-even point for that book, so I'm really happy with that. Oh, I feel like Uncle Skeff just did his massive giveaway on Whatnot. So hopefully you guys are watching that on your phones as well. But then the second package that we opened up tonight was from Wonder World Comics. Dennis, thank you very much, sir. We grabbed 4 copies of the Virgin variant for the Djurdjevic variant, the 1 in 25 Ultimate Fallout 4. I feel like even if this is a facsimile reprint, it was worth the money to pick these up, because you want to talk about facsimile reprints for a minute here. We want to talk about, like, the cover A reprint is slightly different. We'll just throw those 2 up. There are 2 more to the side here. I feel like when you talk about a key as big as Ultimate Fallout number 4, and you got to look back at like Hulk 180, 181, Werewolf by Night, a lot of the other keys that Marvel's turned into the facsimile reprints, and they put them out at cover price, $2.99, $3.99, $4.99, whatever the cover price is. I can't quite remember at the moment. It feels like those books almost always turn into $10 or $15 books, given half a year to a year or something like that, because the original books that people are coming into the comic book community and comic book collecting now, that's not the original books in really good shape, just aren't in their collecting avenue. They're just not in their ability to collect those books, their collecting budget, if you will. So when they go to get some of these facsimile reprints and they're printed, done, gone, sold, over and done with, and sold out, their only place to find them is going to be online. And people setting that $10 or $15 price point, that's what they're asking. And people oftentimes are willing to pay that for that cover, to be able to own that for that character. So Ultimate Fallout 4 being reprinted, a lot of people again said that the book is going to be massively printed. I am 100% on board with that statement. It is going to be massively reprinted. But I'm 100% also on board with the fact that that book being reprinted, the cover A, not just this, but just the cover A being reprinted, I am totally on board with that book being at least double cover price, if not more. Cover price being what, $3.99? If you're getting it from your LCS at a 10 or 20% discount, then just grab a couple and set them aside and see what happens. I mean, it's the first appearance of Miles Morales. It's a decently printed book, right? But I feel like there are 10 times more Miles Morales fans out there than there are comic books out there for them to collect. So I feel like the facsimile reprints are something that people are going to continue to go for. So I felt like this was a no-brainer move, that when I saw these available, I got on Dennis's website, Wonder World Comics, and ordered 4 copies. $50 is no slouch when it comes to a variant price. But when they hit the minimum of 3,000 copies for a Marvel book and split it between Sailfish, I think it was Sailfish Comics or Fish Sale Comics, Either way, they split that. And, you know, obviously they've got some set aside for promotional purposes or damages or whatever terminology that needs to be used in the industry for that. That's fine. So you're talking a virgin variant facsimile reprint of a 1 in 25 of a book in high grade that's now worth, you know, let's look at that. What is high grade? 9.4 to 9.8. So you're talking a book that is worth anywhere from $10,000 to $30,000, depending on asking prices and depending on sales rates, right? So the reprint at $50, that kind of seemed like a no-brainer. Kind of seems like a no-brainer. And like I said, definitely want to get these out to CGC and get these graded. And hopefully all 4 of them come back 9.8. That way we can give some away. Because once the Slabaganza giveaway is done on the 18th, we are now rolling into the announcement section here. Yeah, I'm with Comic Talk Weekly here. Miles made a few appearances in other titles back in the early days. These books are still unappreciated. I'm with Comics Talk Weekly on there, and people just need to dig. People just need to dig and read. I lied. It was an American Tale. So got my UF4 cover A facsimile on order, waiting for them to come in. Found a few for cover price. Most sites were limiting to 1 per person, and some sites were charging up to $40. Are you serious? Midtown currently has the cover A facsimile reprint of Ultimate Fallout 4 available. 1 per person, sure, but it's cover price at like $3.99. So make sure you go to Midtown or check a couple other places. I know when my LCS got through their stack, and at the tail end of the day when I got there, they still had plenty left, so I grabbed like 2 or 4 copies. I grabbed several of them. My first movie was Superman in 1978 and 1985 at a drive-in. Ooh, very cool. Drive-ins. Gotta love drive-ins, man. So yeah, Slim Comics and More, thank you very much. Nice, very nice virgin cover pickup. I think once the book gets slabbed and gets back in high grade, it's going to look absolutely incredible in a slab. Shadow says, yep, got them from Midtown and my comic shop. All right, good pickups, man. Yeah, Midtown, I was looking at that earlier, and I thought about ordering an additional copy, but I think I got just the copies that I need to. Ooh, it just dawned on me. Don, I'll get to your comment in just a second. It just dawned on me the 4 copies that I have of the facsimile reprint for cover A. Should group those with these and send those out. Get those. Oh, that would be a dope unboxing. That would be a dope blind unboxing from CGC. What do you guys think? I am on board with that idea. That's actually a really good idea. Thank you for Shadow for bringing that up, for actually making me think about that. Frankie's Comics also had the Mike Mayhew. Mike Mayhew did a homage to this and did a set. And if you go to Mike Mayhew's website, their copy's still available. It's not the exact virgin variant with the Djurdjevic art, but it's a Mike Mayhew homage to the 1 in 25. And you could still get those. You can get a trade dress and you can get a virgin for like $50. So go to Mike Mayhew's website if this is really your jam and you really want something like this, or keep your eyes peeled for these copies, or hit the subscribe button here on the Comic Dojo at the Comic Man Andy YouTube channel and look for these books to get unboxed in the blind CGC unboxing here in the future. And we can add hopefully a set of these, like a facsimile cover A and then a facsimile of this together. Oh, that'd be a really good giveaway. What do you guys think? I think that'd be a really good giveaway. Hopefully that's what Zoris is saying. But holy moly, like I said, it's really hot down here. I am rambling on and on and on. Probably Golden Apple also. So yeah, make sure you guys check out Golden Apple. Make sure you guys check out Frankie's Comics as well for that Mayhew print. And Luke's Comics Station Comic people, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. We've already done the recap. We've already done the 2 packages. We're only 35 minutes in. It's a holiday. Wanted to keep it short and sweet and just make sure I was spending some time here and hang out with you guys. What is a dinosaur's least favorite reindeer? Uh-oh. Comet. It's got to be Comet, right? Yes, it's got to be Comet. Because the Comet took out all the dinosaurs, right? Holy moly. Yes. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out for Mail Call Monday. Like we said, the two announcements. One was the 18th Slabaganza giveaway. Slabaganza giveaway is going on the 18th. There's going to be 8 packages to give away. So the 8 of those things, there's going to be 8 slabs going out. In addition to those 8 slabs, there's going to be 8 copies of Saga, the trade paperback volume 1. And there's going to be some other extra goodies added to those. So I can't wait to give away those on Saturday the 18th. Bubbly water. Always makes me burp. But yes, be some other giveaways going on in there as well. It's going to be a good time. Other people in the community are going to come hang out. And there's just so many good books to bid on with at Skeff's deal right now. So make sure you're checking out Skeff on the Whatnot app. He is putting out fire books right now. Hopefully he's having a really good sale. But yes, the 18th, Slab Again's a giveaway. Like I said, you don't have to be there live to win. That's one of the things we're going to do, but we're definitely going to vet out and make sure that we support the people that are subscribing and people in the community. We're going to support the community. People that don't subscribe and enter aren't going to win. That's the rules. Slab Again's giveaway. You've got to be subscribing. You've got to enter in the original video. And you get an extra entry for following me on the Whatnot app, Comic Man Andy there. And then you get an extra entry by checking out the top 50 comics video of 2021 on my page as well. 3 chances to win. All you got to do at a minimum is be a subscriber and enter on that original video and get everybody in there. Like I said, that's ending the 18th, and it's going to be open all the way till the morning of the 18th until I can tally everybody up and get everybody in there. The last bit of news, the 24th is the next Whatnot auction down here in the Comic Dojo, and I'm excited for that because there's been so much great news going on and so many, like, it is Keys Week right now. They've got this big, massive Keys Week going on where they're giving away so many good books on all these live auctions and live giveaways in the auctions. That's going to be a blast. Man, people are getting killer deals on Skeff's auction right now. I want to go check this out. Hope you guys are doing it the same as well. This has been Mail Call Monday. I appreciate all of you hanging out. This connective tissue that is comic books, it's the most important part all day, every day. But even beyond that, even more important than comic books are all of you every week supporting, building the community, welcoming new members all the time, educating those new members, and then continuing your own education to help better the community. And then hang out with everybody, right? So y'all know how I'm going to do this, right? It's been an awesome Mail Call Monday. Thanks for being here, everybody. Tune in Tuesday to the Comic News Weekly on the Simmonman's Comic Channel, and then be here Wednesday for New Comic Book Day also. So I'm going to go peace out. I'm going to go pinkies out. I'm going to catch you all on the flip side for the next video. And remember, don't forget the most important part at the end of the day, all day, every day, is be original and take care of each other. Absolutely. All the time. Have a good night.
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.
Excuse me while I change. The roller boogie has made me sweaty. Yeah, sweaty. I love gold.